Yo, straight up Tennessee family, what's happening? It's Monday. I can't say who is because we ain't playing nobody. So it is health week. It's the bye week. It's time to dive in a little bit here on a Monday. Excited, man, to dive in. Excited to chop it up with the straight up fam. Can't wait to see who all joins us tonight. But it's going to be me and the boy Turn, man. Tonight, we're going to dive into all things OU still, man. I mean, we still can sit and relive everything that we got to experience, man. I'm still just in awe. I think that this team is just getting started. But even in the just getting started phase, there's still some things that we can clean up now. But the most important thing this week and leading into next week is the health of this roster. I think that the roster as a whole is about to get really healthy, and this is the perfect time. And we'll talk about it. The first gauntlet, if you want to say gauntlet, because NC State just wasn't what we thought. But chapter 1 of the 24 season is over. Chapter 2 is on the way. It's your boy Ruck in the building. I'll be joined by my guy Turn. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Monday Rundown, bye-week edition. Let's ride.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Yo, what's good, straight up family, man? Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great Monday, man. I think I know a lot of us who were turned up at the Morgan Wallen concerts with an S on Friday and on Sunday, man. I'm excited just for this week for Tennessee football, though. I'm excited that it's a rest week. I'm excited that we don't have to play because Arkansas has to play and they got to play a ranked matchup away from home at Texas A&M. Time for them to get beat up before we go and absolutely put them to bed. Tennessee's thing this year so far has been breaking teams. Basically, we go into an environment, we get it started, we get it kicked off, and we do what we do. And then at the end of the game, we just break teams. We have been breaking them, hurting their feelings. And I'm glad that this week we get a rest week from breaking people's feelings because Arkansas got a rude awakening on the way. You already know what it is, though, man. It's going to be a great Monday show. Like I said, I got that boy Turn with me. So, man, let's go ahead and dive on in a little bit. Let's add that boy. What's happening with you, Brody?
What up, my boy? What up, my boy?
Oh, you know it. Hey, I know y'all ain't seen Turn since he got that fireman stash on. You see what I'm saying? He gonna smoke it up and I'm gonna put you out. Oh man, what's up, chat? Let's see what's going on. Little Clout says, what's good, straight up fam? What's happening? Dylan's in the building. What's up, Brody? Boy said that Morgan had Neyland rocking last night. That's what I've heard. Said best walk out of the entire tour last night. Well, of course, we're gonna say that, Clout. It is home team. Got the 16 home team jersey on. Dylan says 1/3 of the way done. Doesn't even feel like the season has started. True. Peyton looking like he still got it. I'm gonna be honest. No, he don't. He didn't look. He been drinking too many Mick Ultras. Man says Dante Thornton. Hey, we're gonna talk about Dante. Turn has not had a recap, so we're gonna spend most of this just letting him talk about what we got to experience on Saturday night. Man, this defense, though, Dylan said, Deputy Turner on the case. Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. I'm here for it.
Oh. Turn, the bye week came at a perfect time, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I think The roster as a whole is not in bad shape. We're not in bad shape at all. But key positions have been dinged up. John Campbell hasn't been healthy the entire year. What kind of, obviously, other than the injuries, of course, but as far as the injuries and the rest, but what kind are you looking forward to coming out of the bye week for the Vols?
Man, I mean, it's like you said, we really don't have many injuries. Man, what I'm looking for coming out of the bye week, honestly, man, I'm really not looking forward to anything coming out of the bye week. I think we're good, bro. I mean, you get Lance Hurd back. I think you're okay. I mean, I think, unpopular opinion right here, I cannot stand Dane Davis. Never have been able to. I'm sorry. He is a lot of experience, crap ton of experience. I get it. And we need him on this team, but don't like him. I'm sorry, Dane. I am sorry.
I'm sorry, Dane. Yeah, I feel like, it's like when you have that guy, maybe on your basketball team or your baseball team, right? Growing up, you played with him forever. He never really played a lot on any team that you played on, but like his mom and his family were the one that was the reason y'all had nice things. Like, you know what I'm talking about, bro?
Yeah, I do.
Like Dane Davis gives me that vibe. Like, man, Dane is actually a great hang. I love Dane hanging around. He gonna get his shot every now and then, but man, I really love Dane family. I love going to Dane's for the pool parties. You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's what that's the vibe Dane gives me, like, to the roster. And it's no knock. It's just like,
no knock at all,
bro. You see the talent difference, and he made good plays on Saturday, but he made a lot of whiffs, bro.
Man, here, I'm gonna ask you this question. I was talking to my buddy up at camp about this. I don't know if you noticed this, but did you notice what you
Dylan, bro? Dylan be goofing, bro. He said Dane was the guy whose mom bought popsicles to practice.
Hey, you need those moms, though.
You gotta have them, bro. You gotta have them. Go ahead, answer that. Go ahead and ask, and then I'll hit the chat.
Okay. I don't know if you noticed this. Did you know how DeSamp got pulled pretty early and was out for a while? You think that's because he missed those blocks?
It was probably a combination of a few things. Like, he was missing a couple, but he also wasn't running that hard. Like, if we're being honest, if you go back and watch it, I did my rewatch today. I typically try to do Monday because if I watch the game again on Sunday, it brings back too many things, and I just like, nope. And because I want to have a real reaction on the next day show. So like today I went back earlier and rewatched it, and DeSamp, he didn't look scared. There were some spots where I was just like, man, he is being really, really patient, almost to a fault. And he still was falling forward, but it was just weird. I was like, man, he ain't been this kind of, trotting around patient like this forever. And then you see Deshaun Bishop come in, it's just all gas. You know what I'm saying? I think so. Maybe he did get sat down because of the pass pro misses. And, Darrell Sims is like, bro, you a junior. You better not be out here missing blocks like this.
Dude, I seen one of the craziest stats today. And you probably knew this too, but man, we ran the ball 54 times and passed it 21 times.
Yeah.
54. We ran the ball 54 times.
We talking 75 run, 25 pass. Comparison. That was nuts. It was nuts. Let's see real quick. Vol Slim Jimmy, what's happening, Brody? Says, loving the Nico show. The kid is special, man. We'll talk a little bit about Nico. Klaus says O-line got to get healthy. Dylan says, I appreciate Dane Davis for his story, but man, Brady Hughes, what's happening? Brady says, good swing guy, but not an SEC starter. Very true. Like, that's it. Like, he's great when you have to play him, right? Like, if we have to play somebody, I have made my mind up. It is not Larry Johnson this year.
No, sorry, Larry.
Give me Dane, or like I hate Sham got hurt. Like if
Yeah.
Sham wasn't hurt, like Sham would have been the guy. They would have made some more rotations and figured out a way to make that a little bit better. But Clout says I went to high school with Dane. No talent, just size. Just size. So Clout says Dane and Larry Johnson got to clean it up if we want a real shot at a natty. You saw the title, man. Can this team really win a national championship? We're going to talk about that here in about 5 to 10. But before we even dive in, because we'll end the show talking about can this team actually win a natty? Because the national media thinks so, but why is it that we don't feel it just yet? So we'll talk about it. But Turn, talk about the game a little bit, man. Like you didn't get to react, busy night for you, Wallen's show, all the things moving pieces. What was some things that you loved that you didn't love? A lot of people hating on the play calling in the second half, but it's the marks of a mature coach to me. What did you think about that victory on Saturday?
I thought it was a move in the right direction. Like it's not we haven't seen a game like that in a long time, in my opinion. I mean,
A lot of people said that the 23 A&M game was Tennessee showing that, they have a defensive prowess. And, that final score was was it 17-14 or something weird like that?
Yeah.
And everybody thought that was the game that we showed, we can play defense and draw it out and win. But this is what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And I think it's a move in the right direction because it's very we're playing complementary football, and that's something that we haven't had in. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember because it's Hendon Hooker year. Nobody thought we were going to do as good as we did, right?
Yeah.
But our game plan was okay. We're going to score 60 a game, and we're just going to outscore you. Look at the Bama game. That's all we did. There was really no defense played that game. We just kept
From
going
both teams.
back and forth. And the score is 25-15. But you get I don't get caught up in the score because we dominated that game from start to finish.
Absolutely. It was never in doubt. Never in doubt once.
No, and I fall into the category, during the game, you're like, why the freak we running the ball first, second, third down? But you go back and calm down and watch it a little bit. Like that's just mature play calling is what that is. And I don't know, it's impressive to me. It's nice. It's nice that we can run the ball and time of possession. Come on. When's the last time we could hold the ball for 35, almost 40 minutes?
Nasty. It's nasty work. Dylan says Larry Johnson is a solid run blocker, but that pass pro is god awful. Yeah, when in the run fits, man, he was pushing guys back because I think he's got that load, that steam to push a guy forward. But man, every time he had to take a step back and get back into protection for pass, that's why they started rolling Nico more in the second half. It was like, hey, let's roll him out and make him get an opportunity, let Nico have an opportunity to make a play on his feet. I think that's why we saw a lot of rollouts. Chris says, I'm late, but I'm here. Dylan says, good news is we don't have to score 30 to win games anymore while still having the talent to score 50. Yeah, that's it. I think, too, y'all, as we get deeper into SEC play, I'm just going to say this like this because I genuinely believe it. I think we're only going to see one other defense as good as that.
Oklahoma's defense is going to win them a bunch of football games this year, to be honest with you.
They're going to win. They're going to win Saturday. They're going to beat Auburn at Auburn. That'll be Auburn's third straight loss at home. That's crazy work right there. Oklahoma's also going to win an SEC game they shouldn't win. I don't know if it's Bama. I don't know if it's Texas. It's anything can happen in the Red River, right? Anything can happen in that game. Oklahoma beat Texas last year, and Texas went to the dang college football playoff, right? Like, it does not matter who's good or who's bad. Like, that game is so up in the air every year. But I really genuinely think we're only going to play one other defense like that, and it's Georgia. I'm just not scared of Alabama. Like, Alabama at this point, if you go and watch film defensively,
I think
I mean, like, okay, like,
I think
what?
I think Alabama's a lot like us 2022. Like I think they're just going to try to score a lot of points. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying that their offense isn't good, but I mean, if you want to look at the positive side, I mean, Jackson Arnold's a runner, right? I mean, he was in shambles. I mean, he got pulled. He was so bad. And then that new guy came in. I can't think of his name,
Michael Hawkins.
but he could run. And what everybody don't realize is when he was getting those little decent runs, we had our second, third string guys in.
At one moment, Edwin Spillman and Caleb Perry were the two inside linebackers when he was on the field.
Yeah,
And people are losing their minds about that. I'm like, bro, y'all are losing it. Y'all are losing it.
and I don't know if you I don't know if you noticed this, but you know the big hit Pili had on Jackson Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed this, but it might not have been, but it looked like they had Pili spying on him all night.
You think so? I couldn't tell.
On that play, it did because he was following him, and then as soon as he cut it up, that's when he came.
Bow, 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 bow. Hey, man, all I'm gonna say is this: if I'm ever out in the streets and I need somebody, I need a hitter, I'm calling Jacoby Thomas. I'm calling Jacoby Thomas, bro. Jacoby Thomas he's the guy, like, when I always say this, like, he don't care about himself. Like, he does not care about himself. We have seen now consecutive weeks him go out and kill somebody. Literally. That man hit that man full speed so hard that the boy was on his knees begging for mercy. He was on his knees, looking like he was getting ready to do something vulgar, but he was down on his knees, hurt, boy. Just,
I mean, he came full speed across the whole field.
Across the whole field, bro. Across the whole field. Check this out. Dylan says Alabama hadn't shown me anything. Clout says this. Call me crazy, but after Kentucky, I'm not scared of Georgia. Here's the thing, Clout, and we'll keep going. They have a game like that every single year. Every single year.
Yeah.
And it's their like get right game. It's their get right game. And I'm telling you, I put bread on this. There's no way they come out like that on Saturday. I can promise you. Now, Alabama's had Georgia's number the last few years. But it's different. It's no more Nick. Like, Kalen is fighting against Kirby. And I like Kirby in that matchup every single time, bro. I know the players have a lot to do with it, but DeBoer right now, we're going to find out if Kalen DeBoer is a really good coach or if he still just has that Nick Saban talent right now down there in Tuscaloosa. We're going to find that out in the next few years, but obviously offensively, they're still going to be what they are. They're going to be dynamic. They're going to go for the big play. It's just what they do. Klaus says Bama and Georgia should be worried about us, if anything. What does Lee Corso say? Not so fast, my friend. We still ain't, bro. They have years and years of pageantry, years of it. I ain't jumping on that bandwagon yet. Not yet. Like, it is amazing to be a Tennessee Vol right now. Hear me say that. But until we beat both of them in a year, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about that. Nope. Y'all not gonna put me in. No kind of nothing. Turn. What's up, Sale? See, look, if Sale can be on the live, why can't he be on the live? Somebody tell Sale to get on the live right now since he in here. He says, I agree, Turner, about Pili spying. I mean, he might have been.
I think
that might have been why he couldn't do anything. The man was. I ain't never seen fear in somebody's eyes like that.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I really do. If you go back and watch that play where he put that good, he was at least spying on that play. 100%.
Man. Dylan says Georgia got to go to Bama and then play Texas the week we play Florida. The SEC is wide open this year. We got to go take it. I agree. Sale says I'm multitasking. I'm editing as we speak. Respect. Shout out to Sale, man. Shout out to the Brody. I went back and I looked at the box score. We ran for 151 yards. I know you and I both said we would get that. We were like, hey, I think we'll rush for more. but we also thought Dylan Sampson would have. I think I pumped the gas that he would have over 100, and he was right about 6 yards short. I think it was 94.
Which is still really good, man.
2.9 yards a carry, bro. That's crazy. Like that's just like I didn't expect 2.9. Like that's really low, but when you run the ball 54 times, right? Like something's got to give, and it kept giving, and we saw it break open in that second quarter with 8 straight runs, and Samp just handled his business, bro. I was appreciative to see him get back in there and just kind of lock back in. You know, he had 24 touches too. That's a lot of touches, bro.
I was about to say it's a lot of touches, bro.
24 touches. This defense, y'all, is I can't even put to words, bro. I've not seen this before from a 10. And I know we've had nasty defenses, but I'm talking me. I'm 30. Basically, I'm almost 30. I've not seen a Tennessee defense like this and remembered it. This is crazy, bro.
I hadn't either. I really haven't either. And it's what I tell you on the phone today. I said, I mean, it's great to have a good offense, but defense wins championships. I mean, think of Georgia, though. Let's just be honest. Think about Georgia. Georgia ain't going out and putting up 60 points, 50, 60 points a game. Defense is what wins Georgia's games. I mean, they can put up points, but I mean, oh man, the most impressive thing that makes me feel good is number one, how good our defense is. I think our defense is the real deal this year, and number two, how we can slow the game down for once.
We can finally dictate pace. You know what I'm saying? Like in basketball, you always hear about teams who dictate pace. What I mean is, if you're playing a team with smaller guards and their 5-man is like 6'7", you don't want a team like that to dictate the pace of the game. Or else, if your team is a bunch of 6'5" to 7'2" people, that's a bad matchup for them, because that team is going to run them, dictate the pace, and they're going to push their own agenda. That's why you see so many upsets early in the NCAA tournament. But in football, dictating pace is very hard, because you only have so many plays that you can run, and you only have 100 yards. Like, it's not continuous like basketball. It's like back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. Like football has stoppages and a lot of penalties and different things like that causes the game to flow and change every single possession.
Yeah.
Whereas in basketball, it's hard. Every possession is very different. It's going to be, you know, if it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possessions where it's just boom, 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 back and forth. But with football, you decide how it's going to play. And when Tennessee proved on Saturday that they can dictate how the rest of the game is going to be played, they made Oklahoma, I mean, literally midway through the second quarter, OU completely threw out their game plan. Whatever it was offensively, they threw it out. It was gone. It was gone, bro. Dylan says on his rewatch, OU was rushing 5 or 6, 90% of the game. And the other 10%, Dylan, they were dropping 3 high safeties. Literally. I'm watching on 2nd and 4. They dropping 3 high. I'm like, somebody got to tell me, like, if these boys are just that scared. Like, that was crazy, bro. But I'm appreciative that Venables threw crazy stuff like that, because people are going to try to do it, but they're not going to have the athletes, and Tennessee's going to torch them.
But, and see, here's the thing, too, about it. This is why I think, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, we can win a championship if we keep progressing and get better, because, I mean, it's like you said, like we were talking about earlier, like, you know, early in the game, or not even early in the game, but like as the game went on, like we had them outnumbered in the box most of the game.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can run the ball 54 times and do what we did, I don't know, man. I feel really good. And
I mean, you gotta feel good. You have to feel good about it.
And, you know, also, I know he didn't. I mean, I don't want to say he didn't do much, but like I think Nico showed that he can be cool, calm, collective.
Nico is cool, calm, and collected, bro. Like
There,
he is calm as can be. He doesn't flinch, man. He don't flinch.
here's one thing that I want. I hope we don't see this, but we're going to see this. I don't know who it'll be. I don't know when it'll be, but
Yeah.
I want to see how we react when we're having to play from behind.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, I think
down this year.
I know we haven't, but it's just hard for me to. At this point, I don't care because they've shown that, bro. Like, even if we have to play from behind, this team, give me this team over every Heupel team he's had. Give me this one, bro. Give me freaking this one.
Yep.
You want to play from behind? Really? Come on, man. First of all, they're not going to get if this team gets down by more than 10 points, I'd be shocked.
It's because defense.
It's because that defense is so disgusting, bro. It is hard for me to think, oh, yeah, this team there's an opportunity. Like, it could happen, Turn. Like, hear me say it. It can happen. It can definitely happen. But, bro, I'm just saying how that is going to happen, somebody going to have to prove that to me because I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Y'all already, I told y'all real quick before we even dive into the back half of the show tonight, I told y'all, and I appreciate everything that y'all been doing, the 1K giveaway. Man, y'all, I cannot wait to tell you all the details about it. So let's talk about it real quick. We hit 1K over the weekend. Shout out to the Straight Up Tennessee family. And so because we hit 1K, we wanted to do what we're going to call the 1K giveaway. We want to give away a few pieces of gear, a few pieces of that Straight Up Tennessee swagola, because y'all deserve it, man. And I think that you guys not only deserve it, but that it is just it's our pleasure to be able to give back to our Straight Up Tennessee family, man, because at the end of the day, we can't do this without y'all, man. And we wouldn't. We really genuinely wouldn't. It's fun. We love getting on here, chopping it up, just talking about literally nothing sometimes. And then some other times talking all the time about everything. So we wanted to do a 1K giveaway, man. We wanted to give away a couple of things. Wanted to show you guys these pieces of gear because they are fresh and they are hard. I don't think y'all realize that y'all gonna have the opportunity to get something a little tough. So with the 1K giveaway, this is how it's going to happen. How to enter the 1K giveaway next week on our Monday show. So check this out. The rest of this week, we're done. No more shows the rest of this week. It's a bye week. We're going to take some time, chill, watch some of these games, man, watch some of this ball. And then we'll be back, obviously, next week. But after that, on next Monday's show, everybody that's tuned in, we're going to do a live random drawing. So how you're going to enter, go ahead on the comment on this video, enter. All you got to do, don't do it right now. When the stream is over, at the end of the episode, comment, enter. You're going to have the opportunity to get 2 new pieces. We're going to pick the size for you, ship them straight to you free of charge. But check this out. Here's the first piece right here. It's just the creamsicle is what we calling it. It's a Straight Up Tennessee Rocky Top tee, hard to death. You can see it's got the Rocky Top right there in the center, kind of overlaid. And right there, it's got Straight Up Tennessee right above where it says it. So that's one of the shirts that y'all will get. The second one, I'm going to have to get my own whenever we buy these for y'all, man. We got the Tennessee Kneeling at Night. So this right here, you can't see it in depth, but it says Vols on the front pocket with Straight Up Tennessee underneath. And then on the back, Turn, talk about it.
That's
hard. Kneeling at Night. And you already know we having a bunch of night games this year. So 2 of these things, man, we're going to send both of them to you guys, man, courtesy of Straight Up Tennessee. It's our 1K giveaway, giving back to y'all because y'all continue to give to us, man. So that boy Dylan says tough. Yep. So but comment, enter at the end of the show, and then come back next Monday and we'll do a live drawing, man. So it's gonna be super dope. But we'll hit the chat turn and then we're gonna talk about if this team can really do it. Because I'm interested. I'm interested to see what you say because I got a lot of questions. But Chris says that he's locked in. Defense wins championships. I'm almost 40 and I haven't either. Talking about seeing that defense play that way. Matt, what's happening, Matt? He says, in Heupel, I trust. Dylan says, let's face the facts. We just forced Venables to bench his 5-star quarterback at home. This defense will break you. They pushed Dylan Gabriel out for that kid, bro.
Yeah.
They pushed Dylan Gabriel out for him, man. Matt says Venables just didn't want that back blown out. That's all. I agree with this too, bro. Dylan says we got to clean the 2-minute drill up for late game scenarios. I agree. Like, I don't think right now that we could have a 15-second Hendon Hooker drive to beat Alabama right now.
No.
I don't think we have that in our bag right now.
Mm-mm.
And I think we can. I think we still got some of the pieces. Brew's still there. Man, Brew showed out, bro. I'm so proud of Brew. I'm so proud of Brew. 4 catches, 94. Man, boy was eating. The boy was eating. Turn, let's talk about it, man. As we wrap up today, man, on a Monday. 99, 98. Everybody says 98, but that championship was really won in 99. It's the last time Tennessee got to a natty and won. Tennessee's been in a couple of SEC championship games since then, haven't won. This seems like the most complete team we've had in 25 years, 26 years.
Man, I'm gonna say this off the rip. It goes against everything I've said when it comes to Tennessee being a national championship team this year. Man, I really think if we're gonna win a national championship this year, I think we're gonna go undefeated. If we do. I know it's a long shot. But I don't know. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
I think this team can go undefeated.
Yes, I think we can. Solely because of our defense. Because here's the thing. I have full confidence that when the game is on the line and we need to score, I mean, Nico ain't showed this, but I don't know. It's just something about him. I really feel like when the game's on the line, I feel like he turns into a gamer and he's going to make something happen.
I mean, you could see it. See it.
Just watching him like making it like the touchdown to Dante that got called back for that terrible holding call.
God, bro. I don't even think he scored on the play, but mighty God. That was setting up a touchdown easily.
Yeah. And I mean, if we can just clean up little things, and that's the thing that makes me think we can, because we're 3 games in. Because on that first, we talked about this earlier, on that first strip sack, if Nico gets that ball off, that's the 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, bro. I watched the overhead. I watched it 4 times. Aaron Murray broke it down so perfectly, bro. That was a freaking touchdown. And Nico knew it, and everybody on the Tennessee offensive staff knew it. And all we needed was one little, just not even a block, just a chip, bro. Just chip him.
He didn't touch nobody.
He didn't touch a soul, bro.
He didn't touch nobody. That backer acted like he was going to shoot the gap, and he stepped over, and dude just came around him. I'm like, dude, you didn't touch nobody.
He didn't touch anybody.
All you got to do is get a shoulder for a second, and he gets that throw off, and it's 6.
Check out what Chris says here in the chat. Says the 98 team was good, but we scathed by on a couple of games. Faced some teams where their top guys were out. Defense was sick. But I'm telling you, this year and then is comparing oranges to lemons. Wow. Dylan Elam says there was definitely a lot of luck involved in 98. And we're going to need some of that this year. I think so too. I think right now, bro, if you're just telling me that Tennessee's going to go on the road in November and beat Georgia, no shot. No shot.
I like my chances. I think
But
that might be a Florida. What year did we play? Me and you went and watched Florida in the game. What was the score?
10-9, bro. That was 2014. I'll never forget that, bro. That was the worst night of my life.
Uh,
Dude, you remember? Dude, this is how crazy we were then. Bro, we did everything we could to go to that game. Remember?
yeah.
We met somebody at the BP off of Paper Mill.
Wow.
And
we did.
you remember? Yes, bro.
Yes.
We met somebody and bought those tickets in person. And still to this day, I can vouch for Austin Turner right now. I tell you, he still does that to people. He like, if I'm buying anything off of somebody, we meeting in person. I don't care what it is.
I don't care if it's a ticket transfer. We're gonna do it in person.
I'm pulling up.
I don't care if it takes 5 seconds.
We are pulling up.
I ain't getting scammed.
We did everything we could, bro. And I remember that like it was yesterday, bro. And this is how crazy the times were, Turn. Do you remember how much those tickets were?
Was it $250 for 2?
It was like $250 for 2 tickets.
Yeah, that was Florida.
Like I remember I paid you like one something, 125. And
there were good seats too.
Great seat. We were in like X3 or something.
Yeah, it was great.
Bro, it was amazing. And bro, you couldn't get in for that price anymore.
You can't. You might be able to make it to UTEP for that price.
Yeah, bro. You can't even get in. We sitting literally like 30th row Florida game in 14.
Yeah.
You can't even get in kneeling like that no more, bro. You can't. And but going back to that, bringing it back to this, the roster is built. The talent, I've seen it.
It's there.
It's just still, and this could be the BVS, or this could just be like no confidence. I don't know what it is, but like it is still so challenging to say that we can do it. But the national media thinks we can. Josh Pate, J.D. Piquel, Greg McElroy, an Alabama lover, an Alabama grad. Everybody has been put on notice, Turn, that this team is really legit. And people know Oklahoma's defense is legit. People know that. Tennessee went on the road to Norman, to a place where they have won over 90% of their road games their home games the last 30 years. When they have game day, they have not lost a game day home game. The last however many years it was, it said that Oklahoma was 30-3 when College Game Day showed up to Norman. Yeah. Make that 30-4, Turner, because Tennessee went in and handled their business.
I really think it can happen this year, man. I mean, I think we're going to need some luck. I really do. It all comes into play. But I don't know, man. And it'll change game week. I mean, I'm sure it'll change when we're sitting here talking about Bama, or we're sitting here talking about Georgia.
Speaking of Bama, shout out to my boy Stephen Cawley. He'll be joining the show with us that week.
But man, I think I'm just looking at what I've seen this year, and this I'm speaking for us too. But like the Georgia, the Bama, the Texas. Not as much Texas as Georgia and Bama, but like the Georgia and Bama, this is gonna sound weird, but like they're human.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's not like
it's reachable. It's reachable.
It's not like past where it's like, oh man, Georgia, like, nah, we don't stand a chance. Like they're too like they can go play a couple NFL teams and win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no hope for that. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's doable this year because I think teams are human. And I mean, you sit here and I mean, Texas is good. Don't get me wrong.
They're very good.
Texas is really, really good. And they can beat the Titans. I just
Dylan said $250 might get you in the bathroom with the piss troughs right now. It's facts. I'm gonna say this: Tennessee can make the playoff. And that's really all I care about because I'm trying to go.
Oh, I'm in.
Right now, at this point, unless something wild happens, somebody's dropping out of the top 4 this week. It's either Georgia or Alabama. One of them is dropping out. Which one is it? I think if Alabama loses, it'll be easier for us to get to 4, right? Without playing. Because there's no way they're going to jump Ole Miss from 5 to 3. Like, it's just not. It's not happening.
Who's Ole Miss
4? Nobody. Anytime you think about Ole Miss and who they play, just go ahead and put into your mind nobody. Because we already know Ole Miss and Missouri both frauds. Fraud. Ole Miss got Kentucky, bro. They got Kentucky. We'll see how they really are because Kentucky does have a pretty decent defense this year. So we'll see. But y'all, kind of want to wrap this way. Tennessee, Arkansas next week. Looking forward to the game. It's another flex time, but that flex time is now a night flex. So it's either going to be 7 or 7:30. This is what happens when you're good. They want you on TV. 1, because when Tennessee's good, whoever the network is that gets a Tennessee game, they make in money because all the Tennessee fans either going or watch it. So that's why we're getting primetime games right now. Looking ahead, Turn, does this game worry you? Is this a trap game? Josh Heupel in the Tennessee era has currently been undefeated coming into a bye, coming off of a bye week. LSU, we came off of a bye week. I think about stuff like that, and I don't know. Arkansas, they got some pieces, but they're not ready.
No, and I mean, even
and Arkansas has A&M Saturday.
What is Arkansas's record?
They're 3-1, but they've beat Arkansas, Pine Bluff, UAB by 10. They lost to Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it was a close one.
It was a close game, and they gave the game away.
I guess you said, I don't know.
But Oklahoma State don't want none with us. We'll blow them out right now. And then they played Auburn last week and won by 10 at Auburn, I think.
I mean, I think it's going to be. I mean, I think it'll be a decent game. I mean, I think we win. I mean, I don't know if we're going to hang 50, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm really not. I think we can. Honestly, man, I think one of the main reasons why I don't have better ball center as much this year is because our defense
is so good. It's so good, bro.
Because you can sit here and you're like, man, because like in the past, it's like, man, if we have an off game on the offensive side of the ball, man, it's going to be a long night. Like we're in for a dogfight. But if our offense is off, I have full faith in our defense that we can get stops.
Yeah.
And turnovers at this pace. I mean, goodness gracious.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Look, Dylan says Josh Heupel after a bye week is on one. Yeah. He's crazy. He ready to eat. So, y'all, thank you for tapping in, man. It's going to be a great rest of the week. Again, we are out the rest of the week. We'll be back live on next Monday. Might do a little Sunday live just because, recap some college football, get us ready. We might get live on Sunday just because it'll be fun. But we're going to take the rest of this week off, man. Y'all enjoy all of the platforms out there, man. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. We love y'all. Facebook, what's happening? See y'all's live tonight too. It's going to be a good rest of the week. Good football games this Saturday. But next week, man, we back at it. Tennessee, Arkansas down there in Fayetteville. Going to be a banger. Excited. So y'all stay tuned. Stay locked in for the 1K giveaway. Remember, after the show ends, type enter in the comment section. When the show completely ends in post, come back, type enter. We'll get your name into the drawing to get 2 new pieces of that Straight Up Tennessee merch, man. So for my guy Turn, it's your boy Ruck in the building. We love y'all. We appreciate you. We'll see you back next week for Tennessee and Arkansas. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll holla at you.